Dr. Annabelle Ford, archaeologist working at El Pilar and now collaborating with the El Pilar Forest Garden Network here at the Santa Familia primary school. First, I want to say that the funds were really a collective of the Maya forest gardeners, and they wanted to share. They saw that their children and that the people who were living in their village were forgetting their traditions. So in 2008, they started clearing this one little 1 acre plot that's part of a 10-acre lot that is the primary school of Santa Familia. And what's wonderful is that they dreamt up this whole thing. But as they got into it and started putting plants in it, the fence, which was just simply a barbed wire fence, was not deterring people from coming in and taking things like their beautiful orchids. So they asked, isn't there a way we can do something about that? So together we thought of different ways that we might get funding, and they helped me build a budget. And we submitted grants to POCT, to the Canada Fund, and to a number of other different agencies. But one that I submitted was to the National Geographic Society, the famous supporter of conservation in all over the world. And I submitted it to their conservation trust, and they funded this. And they funded allowed the people here to build infrastructure. And now I'm building up the materials to go with it. We'll have a picture book with 20 plants. We'll have the map of the area, which will be available for the students. It'll be geared towards Standard 3, 4, and 5, and we have built on a curriculum based on the Belize curriculum for Standard 3, 4, and 5 in health and fitness and in environment. And we're going to create this as a model, a pilot, and a model for all of Belize to start building on their own traditions and showing how the Maya forest is a garden. We have been building up the 20 dominant plants of the Maya forest. So we have Chico Zapote, we have Manchich, we have, these are hardwoods and fruit trees, we have Milady, we have wonderful palms like the bayleaf palm and the corozo palm. We have siricote, another wonderful fruit. We have chaya. Chaya is one of the most wonderful plants. It's a tree spinach, a perennial. It has more protein than any other leafy vegetable. That protein, when you boil or steam the plant, the more protein is in the drink than in the leaf, and the leaf has more protein than spinach. And this is a clone. The Maya created it, and the only way you can reproduce it is taking a stick from another person, and we have plenty to share with people here. This is going to be a very wonderful place, not just for the children of Santa Familia, but for the people of Cayo, all of Belize, the Maya forest, and the world. We want to see people come here. There are people that can show you around. You can learn about herbs. There's medicinal herb section. There's a hardwood forest section. These are all growing up, and you can actually enjoy a beautiful, beautiful place. Ornamentals. We have trails all through the little area, and they're marked with stones that are painted white. They're limestones. They're beautiful, and you can come here and walk around and enjoy. We just are putting up today the signs, and with those also the signs are being funded by the National Geographic Society. I think that this is a place where you can really learn a lot, especially if you come here with the forest gardeners and carry on the traditions. I know that everyone knows, like culantro that grows in the forest. We have some growing here. They know what they eat allspice or use the allspice seed in their soups for escabeche, but here they can go see the plant. And if they know about moshan is a beautiful leaf that was used for making tamales before there was plantain. Plantain is an introduced species, and it would be wonderful to see people using it again. In Guatemala, for example, moshan is preferred for tamales for Christmas and for All Saints and All Souls Day. This is a place where there's just astounding things to learn, and I learn every day I come out here with the forest gardeners.
Oh, my name is George Rivera. I am farmer like Jose in my Milpo and so.
Like from which village?
Oh, Santa Familia. Well, when we started here, we started with Sarcario Cano. He was there. We elected him like a president, and then we start with the group, and then we start to plant all those plants that you see here. We have Santa Maria, we have mahogany, we have cedar, and malaria, We have wood plants. I tell you, like they have from that make good wood too. Terracotta, we got terracotta that make a good lumber too. After this, we're going to start to plant more plants, like things like corn, pumpkin.
My name is Narciso Torres. I live in Santa Familia. I'm presently working with this group here that we are creating this forest gardening for our future generation. Especially for the school, because this is a lot for them, and we intend to pass on the knowledge that we know about the plants. Because like myself, I know a lot of plants that are medicinal and very useful to humanity, and I hope that other people in this country will take this model from here and do create another garden in other schools for the benefit of the children. Well, I raised in this concept from when I was 17 years. I start to think about about the forest as a garden. Because since I had to discover new plants that are medicinal and useful to the humans, so I decided that my aim or my hobby will be this, like forest gardening, to pass on this knowledge that I have on for the children, for the future.
Okay.
My dad and some of my family knew medicinal plants, because they came from, we are descendants of the Mayas, and in the past they didn't have a doctor. People tend to cure themselves with what they learn from the generation that pass. So they will pass their knowledge to one another, and so I learned from my dad and my sister that she was her name was Beatrice Witt, and another person that I interviewed that helped me to get more of this knowledge that I am giving to my future generation.